A normal day for a sheet metal worker is showing up 7 a.m., getting ready for your day, putting tools on, game planning for what you're going to accomplish that day, and then executing that plan for the day.
It's something new every day. You, on one job, could be doing something, and then the next day you're working on something completely different.
So a sheet metal worker typically works 7 to 3:30, Monday through Friday, and I would say typically year-round. A sheet metal worker works indoors and outdoors, depending on the job, and we work in all sorts of elements. So other things that is interesting as a sheet metal worker is that we fabricate everything we install.
We actually fabricate everything from a flat piece of metal. So all the ductwork you see usually in a facility or in a building, whether it be rectangular duct, round duct, spiral, gored elbows, we fabricate that from scratch.
As far as the physicalness to being a sheet metal worker, you're in construction trades. You're going to be on your feet all day. You are working with your hands. It can be fairly intense. However, there are tools that we've developed and mechanical equipment that we have that help you lift the heaviest things, obviously.
Sometimes, you go to a job site and it's a little bit more physically demanding. The bigger the duct, the bigger the project, the more physically demanding it can be.
At the beginning of the day, it may seem hard, but once you get finished through the day, you can see the progress that you made and it makes you feel good.
Math is heavily used in what we do. I use math every day for everything I do.
Once you've got the math down, there's a whole bunch of things in the trade that's gonna start clicking really quickly.
On an average basis, a sheet metal worker is working with another person. Usually you work in groups of 2 or 3. Sometimes that you have more, depending on the skill of what you're doing.
So the hardest part of being a sheet metal worker is the tight spaces. There's a lot of times, plenty of times that you find yourself in tight spaces, maybe a foot, maybe like 7, 8 inches. You're gonna have to go up there and work with the space and what you got. It's not gonna be easy, but you have to get it done somehow.
So once you become a journeyman, there's a lot of other opportunities or certifications you can get. So we do testing and balancing, HVAC service, architectural, welding, and you also get certifications through the apprenticeship program that you're required to get to become a journeyman.
In the apprenticeship program, the classes are extremely beneficial because you're learning hands-on a lot of the things that you, as an apprentice, you don't quite learn until you get to be a journeyman.
For the 4-year program, you work while also going to school. So you'll work for a couple of months. You'll come in here for a week to the training center and then do your 4 days of school, and then you'll go back to work, and then it's like 4 or 5 weeks a year that you go to schooling.
You're learning hands-on how to make and form the metal, how to install it, how to lay it out, how to piece it together, all the different elements that go into a system. And it progresses as the years of the apprenticeship go on.
There is no test at the end. You have a certain criteria to meet as far as getting your projects done. As you finish that year, if you have all your requirements fulfilled and your work reports are good, then you'll be promoted to a second year.
In the field, you learn what to do. In school, you learn why we do it and the history behind what we do, and taking pride and learning professionalism. And
becoming a sheet metal worker will provide you a good living with excellent benefits, retirement, health care, be able to give you an opportunity to raise a family, have a little bit of extra in life that some don't.
The benefits are good, better than anywhere else I've seen, or any shop, any trade.
If you're considering going into this trade, you don't have to have any certain skills. You will learn everything you need to know on the job.
This trade will give you whatever you put into it. So the more you put into it, the more it'll give back to you.
Women can do this. I know that there are a lot of women out there that don't always, look for this kind of stuff because it's very physically demanding, or it's a male-dominated field. I've seen a lot of women in my position and in other positions that they're doing really good for themselves.
A person who'll be successful in the trade is a person who's determined, a person who's driven, a person who knows what they want to do in their life.
If you're self-motivated in this industry, you'll make it a long way. Because the knowledge will come just seeing it every day.